Hello, welcome to Mind and Matter. My name is Daniel Barrera, and I'm a Gator Care Wellness intern. And today we're going to be discussing the psychology of eating. So, have you ever wondered how sometimes you may be rummaging through your fridge and you really feel like there's nothing for you to eat, or how other times you may be watching your favorite TV show and then what was a bag full of chips is now completely mysteriously gone? Well, there's more going on behind the scenes to these behaviors than you might think. And we're gonna try to unbox them and to see what goes on psychologically in our heads to enable and sometimes even disable these behaviors and why we act the way we do. So let's talk about stress. Really quickly before we begin, I wanted to acknowledge the fact that I have included a couple of signs of stress that may be useful to take into consideration from the Los Angeles Outpatient Center. But really quickly, just to mention, stress isn't something that just impacts the mind. Stress actually impacts the way we eat and our habits. So according to the CDC, the way that stress tends to impact the way we eat is via emotional eating and eating while distracted. Both of these may cause us to disregard how full we feel, and it's actually showing how biology and stress tend to clash with one another, causing us to form new habits or disregard our old habits on the way we eat, and just completely derailing the way we tend to intake things and our nutrition as a whole. So from distracted eating, let's segue into mindless eating. Mindless eating occurs when we're eating while watching our favorite TV show or eating while doom scrolling on TikTok, which is nothing to be ashamed of, by the way. No judgment here. But let's just more broadly put mindless eating as eating while we're distracted. So this tends to lead us to ignore signals coming from our brains saying that we're full and that we're satiated, which causes us to then overeat, which is in itself its own issue. So as technology and devices are becoming increasingly prevalent and increasingly more and more difficult to put down, overeating is becoming a much more prevalent and common issue than you'd think. And it's important to be mindful of eating and being distracted and knowing when to put the phone or whatever activity down. On the subject of devices, I quickly wanted to mention that the World Health Organization has stated that dietary patterns can be influenced by cultural, environmental, and social factors. So what this means is, especially with the rise of social media and technology, we should be more and more mindful and regulate what we intake, as everything with moderation is key. We as humans do not eat in a vacuum. It's super unrealistic. Understanding the whys behind everything will actually help you better respond to cravings and not just react to them. So the next time you're eating, try a couple of these tips out and see how they help. Try laying your phone down or even putting it in a different room. Try inhaling and taking a couple of deep breaths. Really about to engage in the task you're about to perform of simply just eating. And while you're at that, please disengage in any other task. It'll be super beneficial to being super mindful. And lastly, of course, enjoy your food while you're at it.